Hola, it's Pacha with the weekly Pele report for Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. What's going on? I'm out here in the Tradu Pass. That means footpath of the woman. Down here in southern Africa, I'm inland in the Karoo is what they call it. And look at that water, that's iron water. Iron water. There's so many minerals in this water. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, por Dios. The moon is in water, Cancer, right now. But today, Wednesday, she's going into Leo so that we can have a full moon at 5 degrees, 15 minutes of Leo. Thursday, mañana. Of course, that's all depending on where you are on planet Earth. Let me just walk along the cliff here. Give you a shot of this water. So many aspects going on. Yikes. I mean, the main big thing I'm going to be talking about is that Mercury comes up to exactly conjunct Mars on Saturday at 17 degrees, and the moon's nodes are at 18. So it's almost exactly square the moon's nodes. And Chiron, Mercury squares Chiron on Friday. Mars squares it tomorrow on Thursday. The other cool thing, though, is that they are trine Uranus. Sunday, Mercury exactly trine Uranus. Monday, Mars trine Uranus. Square Chiron in the nodes. Trine Uranus. And I think that's the big thing. The moon is going to be continuing to move through Leo. By Saturday, she goes into Virgo, opposes Saturn, as we know, over there in Pisces. And then she will go into Libra next Tuesday. The only other thing now is we're having a bit of a Capricorn party. I mean, Sun has moved into Aquarius, but Venus has moved into Capricorn. So we've still got, Mercury, Venus, and Mars all down there. I should say up there in Capricorn, and the Sun in Aquarius. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. Last but not least, she does come into a nice trine to Jupiter. And that is exact on Sunday. Last but not least, and I may even read the Sabian symbol for it, we've got Uranus stationing direct on Friday. Yes, at the 20th degree of Taurus. Something really to note and be aware of. So let me find a little spot on the river here and talk at you. All right, everybody. Ow! What a beautiful day it is today. I can't wait to jump in that river. Yes. Before the moon moves into fire. Oh, what do we want to talk about today? So much. Where to begin? I think that we have to look, first of all, at Mercury conjunct Mars, which is, normally, naturally, Mercury-Mars. Just think of it. Mars is rapid, assertive, can be aggressive, charge, go, impulsive, instinctive. And Mercury is talking, speaking, thinking. So this is just like, the head is spinning, just like the mantra for today. But it's in the sign of Capricorn. Boom. So that slows it down. That puts the feet on the ground. That makes it like those Transformers, like boom, boom, boom. Like Capricorn, maturity, objectivity, self-control, self-discipline. Mars exalted in Capricorn. Get the job done. Boom. Squaring the moon's nodes, in New Paradigm Astrology, evolutionary astrology, planets square the nodes are the missing piece to the puzzle, a detour, something that needs to be addressed, integrated, really kind of done before the light turns green, before you get to the North Node. So this is like, it's mandatory, okay, to like get it together, get grounded, make your business plan, make your change, you know, in the world. Capricorn is my job, my career, my office, my reputation. This is time to like step up and step out. Now, with the sun moving into Aquarius, it hasn't moved, it already moved in there, right? It's there for a month. And here we're dealing with what? Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. These are the last three signs. The least personal, where spirit starts coming in. Aquarius, you know, Uranus, I'm gonna read you. Well, let me read you right now. Okay, this is so powerful because it's trine Uranus. And Uranus is at this same degree from December 11th to March 13th. So it retrogrades back to 19 degrees 5 minutes, and then goes all the way back up 5, 10, 15, 20, you know, to 60 minutes. So it's a long time at this Sabian symbol. And we know Uranus is the aha, the liberated, enlightened, awakened perspective, extraterrestrial intelligence, science, technology, outside the box, outside convention, into the unknown, into the future. And what's the Sabian symbol? Where we also have this Mercury-Mars trining Uranus. Wisps of wing-like clouds streaming across the sky. The keynote is the awareness of spiritual forces at work. Any emergence of life potentialities from the depths of the vast unconscious is answered by the spiritual activity of superconscious forces in a cosmic kind of antiphony. I love it. Love this guy. The individual who has taken a step in their evolution should look for the signature of divine powers confirming their progress. It may reveal the meaning of what is to come next. The wing-like clouds may also symbolize the presence of celestial beings, devas, angels, blessing and subtly revealing the direction to take, the direction of the wind of destiny. Yes! Cut it out. Oh man. I mean the blessings of supernatural forces. This is opposed to this Mercury-Mars square Chiron and square the moon's nodes. What does that mean? That means that we need to step back out and away from, and I hate to say this, but the south node of the moon is in Libra, ruled by Pallas Athena, the goddess of wisdom, into Aries, the instinctive animal inner impulse that has been wounded, not acknowledged, distorted, suppressed, controlled by external Capricornian authority figures. So we have to heal this wound. This square is this creative tension. This is the challenge. That's what the mantra is today. Put the foot forward, trusting the instinct, trusting that we will be led, and step into the unknown. So Aquarius is this liberation from the Capricorn conservative, cautious, conforming, society of, the mainstream, into individualized self-expression, into the eccentric, the unusual, the bizarre. You know, I've said it a million times. Raise people's eyebrows, drop people's jaws, and blow people's minds. You know you're doing Aquarius. And that brings me to the Sabian symbol for this full moon. It's at the 6th degree of Leo. Yeah? So the 5 degrees, 15 minutes is the 6th degree. And so we always read the 6th degree of the Sabian symbol. This one I love too. A conservative, old-fashioned lady is confronted by a hippie girl. The need to transcend our subservience to fashion in morals as well as in clothes. This refers to the ever-changing pageant of social values as ideals of human relationship succeed one another. One generation facing in the next an antithetic picture of what it has been brought up to consider worthwhile and decent. The confrontation may lead to great bitterness, yet it should show us the impermanence of most of what society impresses upon our collective mentality. You know, fashions come and go. What's fashionable 10 years ago will not be fashionable 10 years from now. You know, it's this, and it's ruled by Neptune, fashion, the higher octave of Venus, okay, the collective unconscious, just kind of like, you know, the dragon, the Loch Ness monster, you know, raises his head out of the water, you know, and we see something new, something different emerges that's now cool. And it wasn't cool for our parents, and it's not going to be cool for our kids. Just think of music and the songs that we do. That the song for this week, finally, I am going to appease some of my audience by recommending Truckin' by the Grateful Dead. I've seen the Grateful Dead a couple of times back when Jerry Garcia was still alive. Yes, they're very outdated. It's old-time rock and roll. It's old stuff. But I like it. It's still relevant, you know. You got to keep on trucking. Just keep trucking on. One foot in front of the other. And now here is the other aspect that I wanted to mention with all of this. Of course, besides the fact that Venus is trine Jupiter, another auspicious, beautiful indication of spiritual forces being with us, even though we may not intellectually or egoically know, okay, you know, what the goal is or what the outcome is going to be or what the, you know, the commitment is going to entail. We're going to trust spirit guidance. We're going to trust our instinct. We're going to heal that wound of Chiron, and we're going to step up into the unknown. And this is the other aspect of Aquarius. Aquarius is the second sign from Capricorn. So if you do, like, it's called house stepping, if you do it with houses, but you can also do it with signs. The second house of any sign has to do with the resources gained and developed through the first house. And it has to do with the concrete manifestation of what began with the impulse of the first house. Take, for instance, okay, the fourth house. Okay, the fourth house is family, home, roots, childhood. It's also your mother. Well, the fifth house and Leo has to do with the children that come out of that family. It also has to do with your mother's resources and your mother's money, right? You think of the eighth house. It's your partner's money and the money of a partnership. So you think of Aquarius as the second house of Capricorn. This is the results. The sun moving through Aquarius now for the next month is bringing us the rewards. It's bringing us the fruits, okay, of what we have started and begun in this last month, in the 10th house, in Capricorn. And this is going to continue. Venus and Mars are going to conjunct and travel together through Aquarius, right? Mercury is going to move into Aquarius. So what we do now, the changes that we make, the commitments that we make, the businesses that we start, okay, this is a time to initiate. Oh, and that reminds me, I wanted to mention that all the planets are now direct. When Uranus stations to go direct, all the planets are direct until, what is it, like 3 months, okay? Now, Mercury does do, a 3-week retrograde in April. Then Pluto goes retrograde in early May, okay? But really, it's not really till Saturn in the end of June goes retrograde. So we've got the rest of January, February, March, April, most of May, boom, all planets direct. New territory, new degrees of the zodiac. The force is with us. It's like boom. This year, I'm telling you, is off to a bang. And what else is Aquarius? I gotta mention, I even posted on the New Paradigm chat in Telegram, because it's not censored, the speech by the president of Argentina to the World Economic Forum. Yes, it was great in one respect. Okay, that he's kind of saying this globalization is like, not going to work. Okay, the downside is that he did measure everything according to GDP. Yes, gross domestic product, right? I mean, it's like, talk about the peak of materialism and capitalism, But I just want to point out that even though capitalism, in his view, okay, and in others' views, can be a very positive means of growth in economies, it relies on, guess what? Aquarius. Aquarius is non-attachment. Aquarius is raising the bar of the collective, of everyone. So I actually Googled altruism, the definition of altruism. It's, altruism is required for the advancement of civilization, for the next step of our evolution. Yes, whether you call it philanthropy, generosity, altruism, it is the good of the many outweighs the good of the few. And it's up to the few that hold so much to open their hearts with compassion, with generosity, with altruism, to lift the bar of the collective. This is the only way to stop revolutions. This is the only way to stop war. This is the only way, is when people are not martyrs, victims, losers, being used, manipulated, and exploited, but are respected and are supported. This will bring world peace. And we don't really see that happening. We're now in the 5th post-Atlantean epoch. The next Atlantean, is Russia and Slovakia, and then moves to America for the 7th. So, we have a few thousands of years to go before we even get out of our post-Atlantean epochs. But, you know, Gaia's got plenty of time. You know, our infinite souls that reincarnate life after life after life have, you know, it's like there is no rush. I'd say the only rush here is pain and suffering that makes us want to progress and evolve to get out of the pain and the suffering. Right? And the people that we love, the pain and suffering of the people that we love. So, yeah, these are, like I say, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, least personal, looking at the next 7 generations, looking at what we are giving individually to the world, to our offspring, to, you know, the next generations that come behind us, and coming out of, and here's where, you know, this hippie girl, this moon in Leo, you know, is like, I'm gonna rebel and I'm gonna change the fashion and whatever. I mean, it's like yes and no. It's like, you know, we can rebel against convention, rebel against the norm, you know, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a statement, you know, a self-aggrandizement. You know, actually, it could be unfashionable, you know, to be generous. It can be unfashionable to not be self-centered. It's kind of fashionable now to do your selfies and, you know, all about how cool we all are or whatever, you know, and put that up and out there and, you know, here's me having a good time, blah, 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 you know. I mean, so there is a lot of, you know, a lot of that solar energy, but when the sun, the ruler of Leo, goes into Aquarius, it is kind of a time to step back and step out. It's a long freaking mantra. I gotta say, this just came like in 5 seconds last night, and I thought I might improve upon it, but since it was done, I didn't really feel like messing with it this morning. It's not the perfect mantra, but it's a mantra nonetheless. The universe is telling me that it's time to go. Exactly where I'm headed to, I still don't really know. But I trust there are no accidents and that I will be led. So I put my one foot forward and still my spinning head. Truck in like the dog man who once told me you got to play your hand. Sometimes the cards ain't worth a dime if you don't lay 'em down. Yeah. I know more of it, but, you know, I don't have my guitar today. One more time, baby. Keep on trucking. Here we go. The universe is telling me that it's time to go. Exactly where I'm headed to, I still don't really know. But I trust there are no accidents and that I will be led. So I put my one foot forward and still my spinning head. Namaste. Aloha. So much love and keep on trucking. Ow! Yeah, baby.
Buddy, this just in. Thanks to Uranus stationing direct, we have some surprises. 2 open spots. Now, our Patagonia retreat sold out in like a couple of weeks, and now we have 2 people that suddenly had to withdraw. So if you are a last-minute traveler and you would like to come and join us in Patagonia, it's coming up here in the end of February. That's about a month away, and the link to sign up for that will be down below in the notes. Hope to see you.